Hello, I'm Ulrich. I'm a Lenormand card reader. And the next sign we're going to do is the sign of Gemini for the month of July 2021. As you can see here, the first card on the left is the key. The key is solutions. It means yes. It means doors open, possibilities are offered. And the last card here is fitting Gemini very well. It's the rider, and the rider is the sign of communication, um, getting things moved, getting things moved around. So we're going to do the cards from the left to the right. I just want to say here regarding the sign for this month, here the main card you can see are invitations. So there's going to be a lot of communication, and people are invited, or you are invited by people. So we're going to do the first line here. You see the key, the dog, and the tower. The dog is a card of friendship. It can mean brothers, sisters, peers, colleagues we work with, people who work with us, people who are on the same level with us, and the collective as a whole. And here we see the tower. The tower can be high-placed persons. It can mean limits, borders, things that we want to cross. So if I see here in this context, I think, and I see this in the sign of Gemini, I'm thinking there's going to be a lot of moving around this month for the sign of Gemini, because this is an invite. You will invite friends, or you will get invited by friends. And maybe some of your friends, due to some circumstances, kept themselves secluded. They maybe they locked themselves up. Maybe they didn't come out too much for the last month. So it's like you want to approach those people, and you want to get them in the group again. Maybe they are higher placed, maybe they are on a higher level, but it's like you want to get them in your group of peers again. You want to approach them, you want to get them out, you want to invite them, you want to bring them back in the group as before. Then in the second line here, we see the garden, the moon, and the bear. The garden is public life. It's like a barbecue, things we do in public, the collective. It can even be the internet. It's like things we do in the whole of the collective. The moon is an invitation. It's also our feelings, our emotions, the way our mind works. And the bear it's like the manager. The manager can represent the mother, it can represent the teacher, it can represent somebody in charge. So I would say here, coming back here, so this is like receiving an invitation from the collective, and maybe receiving several invitations, because the bear expands things. So maybe related here to before, you invite people who have a higher position in the community. Maybe they are teachers, maybe they have a high position. You feel like you want to be close to them. It's like here also your mind is expanded by the connection with your friends, with people in higher places, maybe with teachers you had before. The bear can also represent the mother. Maybe you invite your mother in these invitations that are all coming up. So that is what I'm thinking here in the middle line. Then here, the last line, we see the anchor, the sun, and the rider. So the anchor is stability. The sun is, it can be ourselves. The sun makes us shine. It brightens up the whole thing. So maybe in this whole invitation, there's a lot of communication about getting more stable. Maybe you talk to these friends of yours that are invited, or you are invited by getting your situation more stable, because the anchor want to become stable, and the sun puts light on the stability. It's maybe a little bit self-centered, but I think all in all, this is a very soft combinations. It's like the friends, they want to cooperate with you for bringing you in a better position in life. And there will be a lot of communication and also action from their part, because the rider takes action. He makes things moving. I want to start reverse now. I'm going to start with the last line. So these friends, as I said, they might be high placed. And here, their position here, the bear is expanding. So they might be quite high up in the hierarchy, in the social, their social position might be very high. And also they want to communicate with you. Maybe in a way, they are happy that you get them out. They can share their feelings with you, and they will talk. And I'm thinking here, there is help from them, because the mind is like-minded and the mind is on the sun. It's like you intuitively know what they want and they know what you want. It's like you feel them. It's like there is a connection between the both of you, even though before there was distance. It's like a reunited, and it's like you would help each other for improving yourself. So as I said here, this is very good for helping each other. They will help you to expand what is in your mind and what you are thinking. Then we do the middle line here. You see the dog, the moon, and the sun. So again, this is the collective. These are the invitations, the like-mindedness. You will invite the friends, the people, the peers that you have a good feeling on, that maybe that they can help you with the progress of your career or what project that you have in mind. The project may be something that you longed for a long time. It's like you want to establish yourself, you want to shine your light on your stability. And these people, as we saw, that come to you, that come to the public places that you are in contact with, that you gather back together again, will help you to improve your whole situation. Then we have the first line here, we have the key, the garden, and the anchor. So this means if there were some seclusions before, or there were some limitations for inviting friends, the key opens the collective. It's like here, if there were restrictions before, the key will open the doors. So it will be possible to have public meetings again. And the anchor is fixed. So it means the people that you meet may be people that you already know. It's like a return of friends, because as we know, the moon has a cycle also. So these friends might cycling back to you, and it's like you reconnect and you re-establish facts, things that happened before. You are happy together, you talk about the old times, what happened, things that are in your mind, things that you experienced earlier, to make the whole thing more stable. Then we see it on the cross here. We have the key, the moon, and the rider. So this is actually, if it's about our mind, we can talk about our mind. We can talk what is in our mind, and things that we are thinking, or things that we are feeling, will be very easy to communicate about, because the key unlocks the mind and it's easy to talk about. Also, you could take some actions about things that you wanted, because the mind, what is in our mind is actually starts moving here. It's our wishes, what we long for, our feelings, our invitations. So things that we are longing for are getting on the move. Then here we have the tower, the moon, and the anchor. So this is like a stable combination, because the tower can be the course of life. And here, then we have the moon. the wishes, the longings, what we want, the invitations. Sometimes also it's related to our work. I didn't mention that earlier, but I think this whole thing, these whole meetings are based on improving ourselves with our friends and with the whole society. They improve and we improve ourselves. So here, this might be the high-placed friends. There is the like-mindedness with them. And then here, it's like we want to make them more stable and they make us more stable. It's like there is a reciprocity, like we work together and they get better and we get better ourselves also. I think the main idea here for this whole month of July for you Gemini is that there comes a lot of communication which fits your sign very well. You try to improve yourself, you try to get friends back that maybe isolated themselves. They come to you, you go to them, and both parties are happy. There will be a very good cooperation with the both of you. And I think there are some happy times coming up for the both of you. So that's all for the sign of Gemini for the month of July. I hope you enjoyed my video, Gemini. Please feel free to add comments in the below. Feel free to subscribe, and thank you for watching this video and tuning into my channel.